Hey everybody, let's get ready. Let's get ready to live stream free agency, everybody. What are you thinking right now? Something is going on with my TikTok computer. All right. We are live on TikTok. We are live on YouTube. We are talking. We are talking all things football. Hey, I got a hit. Look at that. We are live. Good job, Nathaniel. They actually let you play in the games that mattered. They didn't have you play in the preseason games. That's crazy. So a single, double, what? Highlights. Daniel Berry. What's up, Daniel Berry? My coach put me in to pinch hit and I didn't disappoint. Yeah, I knew it, dude. You got the it. You got the factor that everybody needs in baseball. Good job, buddy. That's awesome. Very proud of you. Was that a your first game? Single bloop to center field. Hey, as long as you don't get out, who cares what it is, man? They all count. Let's see here. Let's go to all research. Breaking news. Breaking news. Although I don't think any of this is breaking news, but I'm just reading it. I was smiling all the way. Yes. Oh, this isn't breaking. This is from the 9th. Hello. Oh, all news. Let's go to all news. All right. As you heard earlier today, not only did Nathaniel get are you thanking yourself on one of your fake accounts? Oh my God. I've seen everything, Nathaniel. All right. As you saw earlier today, quarterback Patrick. Wow. Okay, I'll get to this in a second. I'm sure you guys all saw this. I did not. Okay, Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract and now has sort of given up $49 million, or allowed the Kansas City Chiefs to somehow find $49 million more money for this year. So that's big news. So they can maybe sign offensive lineman like they need. Rico Dowdle signs a 1-year deal with the Panthers worth $6.25 million. Dowdle will complement Chuba Hubbard in the Panthers backfield with the uncertainty of Jonathan Brooks heading into next season. Wow. So who is Dallas going to get to run the ball? This is incredible. I did not realize that Rico Dowdle, I was out all night. Rico Dowdle signed with the Panthers. I really liked him. I thought he was a great not great. I thought he was well above average and could be a difference maker, but now he's playing with the Panthers, and that changes, if you're in a keeper league, what the value of Chuba Hubbard obviously is. So there is that. Let's see any other big ones. I did start off with, Khalil Herbert. The Colts signed Khalil Herbert on a 1-year contract. I'm just going over fantasy players. Wide receivers, running backs, those kinds of things. Running back, Eagles signed running back A.J. Dillon. I think he might have been with Green Bay last year. He'll fill in short yardage behind Saquon. All right, so we have that. Going through fantasy football positions here, guys. So we're not going through everybody. But as I said earlier, the Falcons re-signed Pro Bowl wide receiver KhaDarel Hodge to a 2-year, $6 million contract. Some news there. Patrick Mahomes did restructure his contract for like the 4th time in, I think, 5 or 6 years. And somehow then Kansas City was able to find about $49 million. So that's good news. Let's do a quick reset. If you haven't already, and you're on TikTok, we're on TikTok, we're on YouTube. You can go to, actually, if you go to sideline-fans.com, you can buy my fantasy football book for $25, $26, $20, $25, $26. It'll help you win your league, or at least be highly competitive. And it's just $12.99. And if you just buy the Kindle version, it's $9.99. So not too expensive. You're not breaking the bank. And if you buy any of those fantasy football magazines, they're like $15. So you're actually saving some money, and there's good stuff to help you win all season long. And most of the research you can do just on ESPN, let's be honest. Okay, let's see. Other signings. Darius Slay agrees to 1 year deal with Steelers. It's a 1 year, $10 million deal. Slay was released by the Eagles after they couldn't find a trade partner. The veteran cornerback, he's just a cornerback, but he's at least a name. Not a lot of big names. I guess Russell Wilson to visit with the Browns. Obviously not signed with them, but he's expected to travel to Cleveland, so that'll be interesting with Pickett already signed. Everybody hates Chris. Why did the Ravens sign D-Hop instead of going after Davante Adams before the Rams did? Probably money reasons. I mean, D-Hop's a heck of a lot cheaper. He doesn't have much gas. I don't think he has as much gas in the tank as Davante Adams. I mean, D-Hop was kind of, I mean, there were weeks I didn't even know he was suited up when he was with the Chiefs. And even before then, he wasn't putting up big numbers or anything. I know he's had a great career, but he's at the tail end. So my thinking is that part of it was money, and with Davante Adams, the Rams are focused on winning and winning big this year, I believe. So I think you're going to look at the Rams. As long as everybody can stay healthy, they'll be really good. Jerry Jones is losing brain cells, getting rid of the Cowboys' promising players. Yeah, I mean, he's been losing brain cells for a long time, but you are 100%. Everybody hates Chris. He is just abysmal right now. And Rico Dowdle, I mean, let's face it, for like the last, 3 weeks of the season, Rico Dowdle was putting up really good numbers. I was starting him on some of my teams. I had him on some of my teams, and he was putting up, decent numbers. So I think Jerry Jones is probably, there's so much ego there that I think he doesn't even see anybody else, which is kind of a shame. But okay, the Chargers re-signed wide receiver Jalen Reagor, Reagor. He doesn't get a lot of playing time. That's why I'm not confident on his name. Let's see. Any other fantasy positions here? Anybody got any other questions? All right. Cooper Kupp was officially released by the Rams. We're still waiting to see what happens to Aaron Rodgers. Speculation, I'm guessing with Russell Wilson visiting the Browns, that could be a sign that something's going on with Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers. Not said. I mean, it's not confirmed or anything like that, but you got to figure that there's a reason he's going to Cleveland. He probably doesn't feel like the Steelers, or maybe he's doing it for negotiating reasons, but I don't know. I mean, at this point, the Steelers, if you think about it, don't have a starting quarterback. They do not have. Do you think the Cardinals will do anything with Murray next season? No, I don't think so. They solidified their number 2 the other day, but I think the Giants or Steelers will get him. What? Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, I think it's between the Giants and Steelers. I'm guessing it's the Steelers, because you got to figure that Russell Wilson's, I don't know if Cooper Kupp's washed up, dude. I don't think so. If you look at it, the Rams really didn't play him like the last 2 or 3 games that they had. They really didn't use him. His targets even went down towards the end of the season. Like, he put up some big numbers last year, and then all of a sudden they just stopped passing to him. So I don't know. I think he still has gas in the tank. I really do. I'm a firm believer that he has some gas in the tank. So I don't know. We'll see. But maybe he is washed up. But, sometimes you move to a different team and you get a little energy behind you, and, you're able to think differently and just do things a lot differently. Let's see. Marquez Valdes-Scantling signs a 1-year deal with the Seahawks, which that's not bad news considering after DK left, they have Sam Darnold, obviously, as their new quarterback, and they have JSN, but then they didn't really have anybody to note as a number 2. So it looks like they got that. Let's see. Bills sign safety, no big deal. Cornerback, no. Defensive lineman, new. We're just going for fantasy positions. So not a lot of big names. Damar Hamlin re-signs with the Bills. There was a lot of people who didn't like that deal. They see him as a sort of a second string safety. They don't understand why they did that. The Titans agreed to terms with wide receiver Van Jefferson, a 1-year, $2.5 million contract. Again, Patrick Mahomes restructured his contract so that the Chiefs would have $49.5 million against, or opens up $49.5 million toward the salary cap in 2025. So Mahomes was expected to make 66 million or count 66 million against the cap, but I guess now he's counting about 16.5 million towards the cap, and the rest he is not. So at least, when you look at Mahomes, I'm not saying you should make him a saint or anything like that, but at least he's doing the right thing from a fan standpoint, saying, hey, look, I don't need the $66 million. I want to win. I want to open up the salary cap. I want to, make more money available so that we can sign some players that can help this team get over that hump, because we got smoked in the Super Bowl. That's when you lose like they did, and they lost big, it leaves a real sting. The one thing I'll say, though, I just don't know if the Chiefs' time has come and gone, because if you think about it, they don't have much. You got to hope that Rashee Rice can come back and is healthy. With Pacheco, no one really ever explained to me why he was used less and barely used. I don't think they have much of a running game. I know people want to talk about the numbers that Hunt put up, but if you look at some of the games that Hunt played, he really didn't put up numbers. Now, a couple games he did. He got 100 yards. He just played in enough games to sort of, not to sound too crass, but, to pad his numbers, to put up decent, 800, 900 yards, but, he had a lot of 50 and less yards rushing. So I was not impressed with their running back. I mean, even if they would have got somebody like Najee Harris, that would have been an improvement for them. And, he didn't have a great year with Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh, he didn't score a lot of touchdowns. And, he had decent yardage, but, nothing great or completely out of the ordinary. The Steelers signed, this was yesterday. They have it as today, though, but overnight, 3:19 a.m. Kenneth Gainwell. The Steelers signed Kenneth Gainwell, the running back from Philadelphia. Great name for a running back, Gainwell. Boy, he gains well. So that means that right now the backfield in Pittsburgh is Jaylen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. So a little bit different of a look. Joey Bosa, we thought he was going to go play with his brother with the 49ers, but he signs with a 1-year deal with the Bills. So maybe that puts the Bills over the hump. Gainwell gains yards well. Yes, he does. No doubt about it. He is 1 in a million. But yeah, Joey Bosa, I even thought it looked like he was going to play with his brother with the 49ers, but he ends up going to the Bills. Bills probably need him a lot more, because maybe that gets them to the Super Bowl. And, a little bit better defense could be something. Their defense, yeah, the Bills are a real threat. I would agree with that. Last year, the Bills defense, not so great, but they got better on that deal. Demarcus Robinson, who was with the Rams, stays in the division and signs with San Francisco. He's a wide receiver. He signed a 2-year, $9.5 million deal. And he had about 500 yards he had 505 receiving yards and 31 receptions. And he actually had 7 touchdowns, which isn't bad if you consider he only had 505 receiving yards. I mean, there are people who have 1,000 receiving yards and have just 7 touchdowns. And as I said late yesterday, DeAndre Hopkins signed a 1-year deal with the Ravens. So the Ravens have Flowers, D-Hop. They got rid of Dante. And there's the other wide receiver whose name is wide receiver Zay Flowers. Oh, I keep wide receiver with Ravens. Yeah, Rashad Bateman. Bateman and Flowers, and now they have D-Hop. So very interesting. What is this? Yeah, so I don't know that they've gotten leaps and bounds better. They still have a really good tight end tandem between Andrews and Likely. So that's nice. So I think D Hop could complement them, but I don't know that D Hop is a game changer. I think D Hop could have big plays, every once in a while in a big game, could make a big play when they need it, third down and long or something like that. But I don't know that week in and week out, he's going to put up numbers like Bateman or Flowers would. So we'll see. Not a huge signing nonetheless. I mean, really today was, it's the third day essentially of free agency. Although I think they say what today's the official start of free agency or something like that. But, the Panthers signing Rico Dottle really brings to light what the Cowboys aren't doing. There, in my mind, there's no reason they shouldn't have re-signed him. They sort of held him back last year, and then when they actually let him play, he did pretty well. So Russell Wilson, though, again, everybody, he has not been signed, but he is to visit with the Browns. It looks like, does it say a date to take a visit with the Browns? I'm assuming it might be tomorrow, maybe in the coming days. So I don't know, either Thursday or Friday. Now, there's two reasons he's doing this. He's out with the Steelers, and the Giants don't want him, or he's just doing this to negotiate with one of those two teams. I think it's not a bad idea for Russell Wilson to go to the Browns. I agree with Nathaniel here on YouTube. We're on YouTube and TikTok as always. I think Russell Wilson will be good. Then the Giants, I mean, what do they go with? DeVito or Locke or whoever it is? I mean, that's what they're down to, right? Because Jameis Winston signed, I think, with the 49ers, correct? Daniel Jones is with the Colts. I mean, who's going to start for the Giants? Look at this. We got Pete Rose on the line. Pete Rose. We got Pete Rose on the line, everybody. Big hitter, Nathaniel. Got it. One at bat tonight, one hit. Hey, that's what they pay you for, baby. That's what they pay you for. Tell me about it. What was the count? What was the count, baby? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm disconnected. Damn it. Can you hear me? Oh, I'm getting disconnected. I hate when TikTok does this. Reconnecting. All right, so we got Nathaniel on the line. Nathaniel, are you there? No? Nathaniel? God bless it. This computer is, my TikTok stream is going crazy. Oh, no. Oh. Should I leave and come back? Oh, my God, I should. Okay, because the people on YouTube are probably dropping off now. Okay, you won't even let me. I'm ending the live stream. God bless America. That was awful. All right. So Russell Wilson's visiting the Browns over the next coming days, as they said. Rico Dottle signs with the Panthers. What does that do about Chuba Hubbard? If you're in a keeper league or a dynasty league, does that devalue Chuba? Or does it end up going the way of Montgomery and Gibbs in Detroit? What happens? Something's going on with my other computer here. I guess I'm not on TikTok tonight. Alrighty, we're only on YouTube. This is nice. At least I can concentrate now. All right, anybody got any questions on YouTube? Anything popping? Anybody you want? Okay, Marquez Valdes-Scantling signs a 1-year deal with the Seahawks. He'll be in the wide receiver 4 range from a fantasy football perspective. Yeah, I think he had 1 or 2 games last year. Cooper Kupp was officially released by the Rams. Let's see. Big doings. I got to go live more. Something's got to give here, huh? Nathaniel, are you on YouTube? Because TikTok blew up on me or something. I don't know. I'm about ready to throw this computer into the trash. I mean, I know it's not the most expensive computer, but it doesn't really do me much good when it's not working, because TikTok is, there's not a lot of other platforms online that you can use. I used Restream. I need to look into OBS. I'm on StreamYard. Log in to begin. I have to log on to TikTok, huh? Yeah, something is going on here. Okay. Well, this isn't fun. My TikTok stinks. We're just going to shut that down. All right. Well, we went 20 minutes tonight. Maybe I'll go back on in a little bit. Who knows? I'll be on tomorrow, everybody. Take care. Have a good day.